connecting to the screen again. Okay, so if y'all are ready, we can kind of walk through this.
Hey Daniel.
So, yeah.
Did you drop the stream for a second?
Yes, and I just brought it back up.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, that was me. All right. So we'll pretend this is the countdown, right? Very, very intro. The very next thing that we're gonna do as soon as it hits like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is I'm gonna roll a video. After the video is done, we're gonna come and we're gonna make Savannah full screen. And then after a few things, we're gonna do the split view as if you were talking to the PowerPoint. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna play a video for a couple of seconds, and then we'll cut out and go to Savannah.
Hidden Ridge Station is taking shape. With the station canopies in place, there are now visible signs that something big is arriving in Irving. Hidden Ridge will be DART's newest stop on the corporate ladder. Both Verizon and Pioneer Natural Resources call the development home.
And Savannah is up.
Hey guys, just testing the video here. I hope you all are having a great time at night watching this demo. Take it away, Daniel.
All right, so what we're going to do is we are going to go with the side-by-side view so that you can, so that our panelists can talk to this, each slide, and we'd be advancing, next slide, and then keep talking. And then from here, are we going back to another video? Is that what we would do? Or are we going to a different speaker and a different PowerPoint deck, or?
All right, so now we're side by side. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you to Daniel Peñalosa, for Josh Puebla, Giselle Enriquez, my Latinos. You're my friends. I love you. Take it away.
All right, then we'll go back to another video.
Are you gonna go full screen with that video?
And I taught at North Lake
Is
College
it not?
for lots of years. And I was the station
It's
artist
full screen over here, bro.
at Hidden Ridge Station. I'm a teacher, I'm a learner.
It's full screen here.
And I learned a lot. Dallas is my town. I was
Or
born
were you asking if we're
in
going to do
Dallas.
this side by
I'm
side?
very proud that
No need. It needs to be full screen.
Okay. Yeah. Then other than that, then we'll go back to Savannah. And then there you go. You take it away.
Thank you, guys. This has been a great experience. What are you seeing on your Facebook side? I see that my stream stopped on Facebook.
The stream on my end for Facebook is still going.
Oh, I see. It's going.
I think it just paused for you.
Yeah, it's working. Okay.
Let me see the
so-
split stuff again. I'm sorry.
Do we want the hidden ridge? Can we control it all if the hidden ridge is on the left or the right?
Yes. Yes. Okay.
Oh, I see. It's going.
What
Sorry, now on
happened?
Facebook, I'm seeing
Yeah. That was my fault. I caught it pretty early up here. And
What?
You'll see me fix it. It went to our names.
Say that again.
It went to our names for a split second.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna have to do is to mute the speakers' microphones. Like
Yes.
Go ahead and mute Giselle because it'll go ahead and mute Giselle and Ninja Juan.
Yeah, so what I'm gonna need help with, as we are saying, okay, this video is finishing up in 30 seconds. At 30 seconds, you know, we start asking the people to unmute their videos, right? We're like, all right, you can send them the request. They unmute the video, and then we go to the next person.
So iPhone, I'm asking you to unmute.
Yeah, so there you go. Sorry, I wasn't watching that phone.
And Josh,
So then
I'm asking you to unmute.
Yes.
So I'm
yes.
gonna
Hello.
unmute, and then yeah, there we go. And then I can pick which one I want. So ideally, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go. All right, so let's let that catch up.
So how could we make a panelist? Like right now, you're a panelist, Daniel and G. How can we be panelists and not being seen up there at the top of the screen?
I'm actually an attendee. I'm not a panelist.
Yeah, so
But
That's
I
why you don't
see
see
you.
me.
No, I see you.
yeah, she's under
Like
the
my
attendee
face?
view.
Not your face, but I see a square with your G.
Yeah, so-
Because
Because-
talking is permitted. Okay, never mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Got it.
So
So on your end, you don't see anything at the top, right? Right, G?
What do you mean? I don't see anything at the top.
You don't
do you
see,
see our faces?
do you
Yeah,
see
I
our
see all three of y'all right now. But YouTube and Facebook see the Hidden Ridge station.
Yes. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so we'll do this. I'm gonna have everybody turn off cameras.
You're gonna have to turn my camera off.
Yeah, can you, so what's that everybody? Can you turn the cameras off? So we'll turn cameras
So you're
off.
gonna turn our cameras off from your panel or what?
Yeah, I can turn off everybody's. So
Yeah, now I just see the Hidden Ridge station on Zoom. That's all I see, full screen.
so then we'll say, okay, now coming up is Daniel Penaloza, right? And we'll go there. I just gotta know which one Daniel Penaloza is. That was my bad.
Oh, if you do that, you have to ask to start the video too.
Correct.
That's
So-
not good.
No, it's, I think it is.
Well, because the people on the other end, they're just not, it's too much for them to do.
I don't know
It's
if this
okay.
is a question, but is there a way we could go back and forth to restream of like, we have a computer that just constantly has the the Hidden Ridge station, and we have this go, and then we switch to a different computer that has already the person we need up and going. So there's not like the mixture of, oh, we need to unpin this person, unpin this person.
Yes. Ideally, that's the way to do it, except that you would need a very large switcher, but that is the professional and correct way to do it. But that means that you have to have, for every presenter, you have to have a dedicated laptop to connect with them.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's actually exactly how it could be done. That's the most ideal way to do it.
Okay, so I think it won't matter to have the panelists' cameras on.
Yes, it will. I can't get that side by side view if their cameras are on. You know, Let me try it. Let me.
Yeah, the
unmute.
cameras were on before, and
Well, only
I
only
see.
yours was, and that's why I could get you on.
Oh, okay.
So let's see. So I'm gonna ask myself to unmute, and you'll see me next. So. Okay. Sorry, I did something different here too. I allow. Start with okay. There we go. So we're coming over here. I'm going to start my video. Come on. I'm not allowed to unmute.
So we can turn it off, but we cannot turn it on. That's
No,
terrible.
you should be able to. I'm sorry. That was the settings right there, but it's not coming on.
So no, what I'm asking is, we can mute and take away the video from everybody from the host position, but we have to ask them to unmute and put their camera on. We cannot turn it on and off. We can only turn it off. We cannot turn it on.
No, you should be able to, but this setting is being weird. So I'm not sure why it's not doing it.
Right, because if we can control it, because that's too much to ask them.
Well, they're still gonna have to turn it on and off, but for some reason,
No, I mean, okay. You're saying that we can ask to start video. Change role to attendee, put on hold.
there.
So Josh is raising your hand. What for?
All right, so I was able to raise my video. Okay, so now we're going to myself full screen. So we should be up for a few seconds. And then there we go, that switch. We go back to there. Then I'm gonna ask Josh to start video. And then once he starts video, I'll bring him on, and there you go. But the reason why I do need their videos off is so that I can do this view, this side by side. And that'll come up there. So because if I turn my video on, it takes that side by side to a triple view, which we definitely don't want that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why we have to physically turn off our cameras so that they don't go on screen.
And can you turn them on?
I cannot turn it on for them. I think that's just a security issue, that they won't let you turn somebody else's camera on.
Is that how it works, or is it a setting that we have that we should be looking at changing?
I don't know that there's one that allows us to turn somebody's camera on.
Because that's weird that, I mean, we should really look into it.
Yeah, because like, so what I'm thinking is like, I've never obviously hosted a meeting on Zoom, but would a meeting on Zoom actually, would we have the ability to mute and unmute? Because I don't, on webinars, there's not a setting for that. So I'm wondering how it would be just if we did a Zoom meeting. If that's even a possibility.
Yeah, but under educational stuff, I think that they give you something where you can mute and unmute somebody's camera. But for this, I don't think they're ever going to give you the ability to mute and unmute somebody's cameras.
Yeah, I mean, I hear you.
Yeah, it's a lot of power to be able to unmute somebody's camera.
Oh, so you guys, did you find out if we test on an upcoming webinar?
Yeah, it won't go away because the date for the actual event is the 9th and the test date is not. So you were right on that. That's the reason why the Women's Hall of Fame one didn't disappear, because you guys just used the link ahead of the actual expiration date.
So we can go on that link and it should be fine because.
Correct. And I'll just double check it again, but I'm 100% sure that it didn't disappear.
Okay. Okay. I thought we had used the link, right, Josh, for the Women's Hall of Fame for the test. We used the actual link.
Yes, I think we did. Yep.
Yeah.
So okay. Daniel, take my camera off and my microphone off and ask me to turn it on again. Okay. You know what? That's not too bad. I can see it. I can see the prompt coming up. So who's going to be in charge of asking the panelists to turn the audio and the video on? Do we want Giselle to man that station?
Well, with this, it kind of draws me only to spotlighting and unspotlighting people. I was actually I was thinking if maybe we have her do the playback video. It's just one button. She can do it.
Thanks for your trust in me.
No, I'm just saying, because a lot of times you think like, oh no, it's gonna be like, a whole bunch of different things. No, it's just really one button when we hit go. So we could do that. So maybe if you can help us with that, Silvana.
To do the playback?
No, to do the to ask them to unmute. Yeah.
Because can you do that as a co-host? Because you have to be a host, correct?
Okay,
yeah,
so
right now she's doing it right now. Or I think she can do it.
Yeah.
Can you do it?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you. Hold on.
Yeah, that worked. Yes, she can do it.
Okay, yeah, that's good then.
So you want me to ask to mute and unmute?
Yes.
And then
and I think it's good too, because you'll be directing us as the show flow goes, and then you'll be like, all right, get ready to unmute and
standby. Yeah, standby video.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you want to do some commands like that to practice it right now, we can definitely do that. You can have myself and Josh turn on video, and then we can switch to them full screen, and you can call out different commands like side by side with Josh, side by side with Daniel, side by side with Silvana, or full screen Daniel, full screen PowerPoint, just to kind of get familiar with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I personally think that we should have at least one smooth run through with no with a least amount of hiccups prior to Thursday.
Yeah,
Just because those are the big dogs are going to be in that test rehearsal. So we need to make sure we can actually get it down without having issues on our end,
Yeah.
That's that you know what? That's for coaching them on what's going to happen.
Yes.
So
Okay.
what we can do is we can run through, and we'll run again through the YouTube, the channel where we have the unlisted, and we'll run it on my Facebook. And once we get through coaching them, because this test is also for them to tell them, okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to mute your microphone and your camera, and you're going to see a prompt coming up. So so you need to just click and turn it on when it's your time to come in. But yeah, so once we're done with them, we can practice ourselves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can definitely do that too.
And so we just need, and we need to talk to the MC to for him to be. So we're gonna ask the people to turn on the mic and the camera, and the prompt is gonna show up, and they just need to click. But if they're not showing up, we just need the MC to be cool. And I said, all right, we're gonna ask
what do you think about having a graphic of the person who's about to speak's name? So, or does that make that harder? Because like having a graph, would it kind of minus out having the switch between seeing 3 people on the screen rather than just one?
Yeah, it would give us a safety and something to keep up there until the presenter, gets his camera up and we can switch to him. Yeah.
What do you think about that, Savannah?
Yeah, let's do it. With the PowerPoint that Linda sent us.
Yeah.
Let's take that template and G, if you can do sometime tomorrow, the individual slides with the name and the title, then that'd be good.
Okay.
I like your thinking, girl.
Yeah, I think that's just that's my really biggest fear, because everything else we have down is just, I don't want that transition to be, kind of clustered and chaotic. I want to have some sort of form of control in the midst of where people need to figure out where they need to go if they do need to unmute. Because if I see my name on the screen, I'm like, oh, that's my time to shine. So let me unmute myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
And then the 2 seconds of silence won't be weird.
Yeah, no. And then if anything, I think that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So that means who's manning the PowerPoint?
That's Josh.
Josh?
That's me.
Okay.
I'm monitoring all the stills and slideshows and PowerPoints, and also the Facebook and YouTube streams.
Okay.
I think that's a good plan, guys.
Absolutely.
All right.
All righty.
So this is not so the asking to mute and to unmute and to put the camera kind of works. Yeah.
It gives us that little buffer time that we need.
And honestly, if they're doing this, they're used to muting and unmuting themselves, because that is pretty standard. You don't want a dog barking in the background when somebody else is talking. It's pretty standard to have them muted.
Yeah, but they forget.
Yeah, that's
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, they do. But we have the reminders and we have the chat. So in the chat, you can be like, okay, in 30 seconds, we're gonna ask you to unmute. And then from there, you switch over and go from the chat to their name and ask them to mute their.
Yeah,
So-
that's the thing. We don't know exactly how long they're talking. So
Gotcha. Well, we can at least cue them up from coming from videos. That helps. And then, the other ones we'll have their picture, or we'll have their name, up there as a placeholder until their camera's on.
Yeah, I'm gonna see how many videos separate people, because it might only be a small amount of people that have speaker to speaker portions.
hey guys, and how long do you think we need to be live on YouTube and actually logged into Zoom and on Facebook to beat the crowd? Because we noticed, Josh, you remember with Vestra that one time it took us a little long to get in, and it was hard to get in the connection.
Yep, that's correct. So it's good to be logged in everything 1 hour before, and then go ahead and go live, maybe 30 minutes with just a slide that says what time everything will start. And then
So we can be logged in but not live.
right, logged in, yep, about an hour before. And then I would say go live like 30 minutes before.
Hey, Solana,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of a thought. And I know, we already kind of have a handful of things for the panelists to do, but I think what we can ask of them is to say, hey, before, you pass it on to someone, kind of say those words of some sort of form of fashion of like, hey, well, thank you so much for having me, or whatever, and pass it on to so-and-so. And whenever we hear that, we already know, like, okay, we're about to need to press the title card.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That would give us the cue.
Let's make the note for the instructions. So the mute and unmute and intro next person. So our MC needs to stand by. If the other person somehow forgets to intro the next person,
Okay.
and that was their deal, he needs to introduce the next person.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just about kind of letting them know, hey, this is a person right after you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then the day of the test, I mean, we have plenty of time to rehearse the program.
Yeah. I know for each thing, I know we have for the first test, it's only 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that enough time?
Yeah. I mean, we're going to be there. I mean, it's not like we're going to cut them off.
Yeah.
I'm only showing one of the, oh, I see. I have the two tests. Daniel, were you able, okay, can we finish the stream and the streams, and we can keep talking inside this thing?
Yeah, I can stop that.